This last week I had a pretty amazing experience to be invited to share a birthday tea for her 90th birthday of Dame Stephanie Shirley, a computer science pioneer and amazing businesswoman. She's been one of my heroes. And this has really got me thinking about role models. Now, looking back really early in my career, I counted up during the first 10 years of the work I did building industrial software, I worked with about 10 women. Now, I worked in multinational companies. There was not a shortage of people, just women, only 10 in 10 years. And in fact, only 2 of those were software engineers like me. And actually, I went for a 15-year stretch with no women in my management chain at all. In fact, it was only when I became a diversity and inclusion practitioner that I first had a woman manager. So when they say you have to see it to be it, I don't really fully buy that. I know from my own experience, I love my work and I'm proud of the progress I made in my technical career. And for women like Dame Stephanie Shirley, there was certainly nobody blazing the trail doing what she'd done before she did it. She was the first. So how do we think about this differently? For me, when I went out and I started meeting other women through groups like BCS Women, I took a women's leadership training program. For the first time, I really felt inspired and found people that I aspired to be. And again, looking back earlier in my career, I distinctly remember a conversation with a line manager one time. I was thinking about my progression and what my next steps would be. And he asked, who in the organisation do you aspire to be like? And I thought about it and it's like, well, actually no one. And probably unsurprisingly, not long after that, I left the organisation. Now, more recently in my diversity and inclusion career, I work a lot with people data, with survey data, and understand people's experiences at work through data to help make improvements to their experience. And one thing that really shines through loud and clear through the data is that when people don't see diversity around them, they don't see diversity in the more senior levels where they can aspire to, they don't trust the organisation in the same way. They don't believe in the inclusive culture that the organisation may be talking about and claims of equity. So my advice really for organisations is women and people from underrepresented backgrounds are going to be successful, they're going to achieve. But if they don't see that diversity around them in the organisation, they're probably just not going to achieve with you. And for people who are in the situation of having few people around them, feeling like the only, I really urge you to go out, network, meet people who are like-minded, because whilst you probably can succeed alone, it's an awful lot nicer not to have to.